Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Deep Thoughts. This time we're talking about Fruits Basket, episode 6. Perhaps we should invite ourselves over. And this episode, it's pretty charming. I'm not gonna lie. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and dive into it. Share some of these thoughts that I have that are deep, I suppose. Or extended, I suppose. Whatever, let's just get into the video. Let's go ahead and start simple and talk about the prettiest school festival I have ever done saw. The one thing I will give the show that I don't know if I have mentioned previously, but if not, here it is in episode 6. This show has excellent background art. I think the background designs on the Soma household, the school, the surrounding forest, it all has this, I don't know, really charming sort of, I guess, JoJo-esque appeal to it. I actually feel as though, like, not so much with the school, but more so with the Soma household, that I actually feel like I almost get a sense of, like, I could find my way around, if that were to make any sort of sense. It's just really quality to me that they can sort of give it feels as though a home that I, in my mind, could wander around. Like, I know how the house works. Like, I can see myself sitting in, like, that living room, kitchen area. Like, it just works out really well. And I think with the school, it feels it feels like a normal school, but at the same time, it's a prettier version of it. I almost feel like part of the show is almost like looking back on a fond memory. So, like, the school seems bigger than it is. The Soma household seems warmer than maybe it is, although, to be fair, the Soma household is probably the comfiest place on earth. But it's just the fact that the like, when we see the school festival going on, and the way that they painted or not painted, but the way, like, the stuff that they put on the side of the building and the inside of the classroom, and it all feels just really genuine and charming, but at the same time almost as like grander than maybe it should be, but never in a jarring way. It just feels as though maybe like somebody looking back and remembering it more fondly than maybe it actually happened. And I don't know, I just thought that was a neat touch. I was probably reading too far into it, but if it helps, the next thing we see is Yuki being the prettiest princess in all of the land. And that kind of took me out of it, but I was like, oh man, like this feels like it's almost like the background art is made as though it's somebody recalling a fond memory. And then Yuki showed up, and I was like, I don't know what I was thinking about beforehand, but now all I could think about is Yuki in a dress, which is, yeah, Yuki does kind of look like the prettiest princess in all the land now, doesn't he? But I can see why all the students literally like fawn over this dude. That does lead nicely into the appearance of two new Soma family members, that being Momiji, I believe. Anyway, Momiji and Hitori show up, and at first I thought they seemed like a fun sort of cool pair, like a goofy kid and his like doting sort of like caretaker type character, but that's not quite what they are. In fact, Hitori better not lay a finger on my girl, or I will choke somebody. I will choke a dude out. You even go near Toru, I swear, Hitori, I swear, they will. The next time the Somas see you, they will be fishing your body out of a lake on the news. That was dark, but I mean it. You don't screw with Toru or the Somas. The other Somas, because you're also a Soma, but you know what I mean. And Momiji, whichever. I thought he was fun at first, but this is where I get to tell you guys, I'm not a kid person. I find kids to be loud and obnoxious and kind of annoying. I'm not a fan of kids, don't want any myself. And Momiji is sort of the part, like, kind of reminded me of like, oh yeah, you're a bit of a handful, and you're kind of loud and obnoxious and vaguely annoying, and you said glomp. You said the word glomp with a straight face in 2019, so that's saying something. Momiji is the reason why I don't want kids. Shout out to Momiji fans, by the way. If you like Momiji, I'm not trying to take that away from you. I'm just, his type of character doesn't appeal to me. I'm not really like interested in like kid characters. They just sort of bother me. I don't know. I like the loud, obnoxious characters really kind of grate on my nerves, and it's not like a shot at kid characters, quote unquote. It's just most kid characters, because their children tend to be loud and obnoxious, and that's just kids being kids. I personally can't stand it. It's like nails on a chalkboard. On the plus side, though, that does mean that Yuki gets to do his whole distraction thing, and this dude, Yuki Soma, has distraction abilities on lock. Like, we had that first bit where the mailman showed up in like a couple episodes ago, and Yuki like soared out of the house like, "Hello, how can I help you?" And he was just super charming and like launched the dude into space basically, and to distract from people realizing like, oh, like the Somas are the Zodiac. And then here the same thing happened where Momiji, like an idiot, jumps and glomps, quote unquote. I can't believe they used the word glomp. It's a kid, but still, wow. But glomped, quote unquote, Toru, and the whole class was like, "Whoa, wait, that's strange, but his clothes are here. That's weird." And Yuki has that like, "What? But that would make me weird, and I already feel uncomfortable in this dress." And the whole class is like, "No, you're amazing. Shut up, you're great, and I love you." I feel like the class became the fandom in that moment. Like, "No, shut up, you're amazing, and we love you." I don't know. It was very charming to me, the whole culture festival, school festival type thing going on in that scene. I kind of wish we saw more of it, but that's okay. Also, this whole episode is basically a big shout out to Hana and Uo, and they are best friends. They are like they get the best friends of the season award as far as I'm concerned. They can share it because, like, while Toru very clearly like needs the Somas in like a familial sense, Hana and Uo are the most genuine friends a girl could probably ask for, and Toru clearly needs them as well. And I like that they have that sort of like, no, please, like I promise they won't find out about whatever, but they're good people. And the Soma and Yuki and Kyo are like, all right, they're your friends. like if they're cool with you, they're cool with us. And I don't know, I just really appreciate that. That scene of Hana and Uo and Toru like having the sleepover essentially was just about the sweetest thing ever. And that's such a genuine like fear as a friend, like especially someone's best friend, like not being there, like seeing somebody else be there for your friend when you couldn't be, that is such a genuine and real like dilemma friends face, where it's like, I wasn't there for you when I should be, and now I feel sort of salty about it, but I can't tell you that because it'll make things awkward. And I don't know, the one thing about Fruits Basket that I appreciate so much is that it takes these real genuine dilemmas that most people face, especially like most adolescents face, and it sort of shows it in this charming, abundantly cute format, and makes it like really sweet and shares some words of wisdom on said dilemmas, and maybe how and why they're not as big of a dilemma as you may think. And I kind of wish that I did watch Fruits Basket growing up, because I feel like a lot of these lessons would have hit home in a good way. Also, I'm sorry, Shigure is a writer? My husbando is a writer. I had no idea. For some reason, I always thought that Shigure was like a businessman, like this whole time. Also, finally, my husbando got some more screen time. I need a whole episode just about Shigure. It'll be an A+++ episode in my mind, because Shigure is the GOAT. I love him. I want 16 body pillows. I want 10 billion posters. I want to meet the voice actor. I want the whole nine. Shigure is my husband, and I need more of this. Also, that scene with Shigure at the end with Akito, I believe the head of the Soma is, I believe that's his name, like the head of the Soma household is Akito, I think. Him talking with Akito, where he's like, I don't know what your plan is, but I know you probably want Toru and Kyo and Yuki this whole thing to fail, but that's too bad for you, because it ain't gonna go that way. And Akito's like, yeah, I guess I do ask for the moon, don't I? And Shigure just gives him this smirk that is like so chilling. And I was like, I knew it. I knew this. I knew Shigure had this sort of like, I don't want to say devilish, but this sort of like this darker side to his character that it's like, I will protect Yuki and Kyo till I am dust. Like, and you can see like it doesn't matter who it is. He respects Akito clearly. that's the head of the household. But at the same time, you can see it's like, you're not going to get what you want in this situation. And I so appreciate that. I don't know. Shigure is a good man. Also, I'm sorry. The hat came from Yuki? I thought the hat came from the mom. This was an episode of Revelations, because I thought the hat was the mom's hat. I thought it was Toru's mother's hat. That's why she hung on to it. But the hat was from Yuki when they were kids? They met when they were kids? What if they met? Oh my god, what if they met and Hattori, like, had wiped her mind? This just hit me. Like, usually I keep notes, but it just hit me that, oh my god, what if they did meet already and Hattori had wiped her mind? What if she was there when, oh, my mind! Probably didn't happen, but it'd be cool. But it'd be sad at the same time, but it would also be cool. Also, another revelation, the Somas may have strange waves, but they're good waves. They have good waves. You might even say they have good vibes. Uo and Hana need to be in more episodes because I loved, like, the whole waves thing. But yeah, also the ending of this episode, killed me. Hattori, I swear, I will end you, dude. But yeah, okay, those are all my thoughts on Fruits Basket, episode 6, Perhaps We Should Invite Ourselves Over. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did enjoy today's video, then by all means hitting that like button, sharing the video, that would be super rad of you. And if you'd like to stick around, ring that bell, hit that subscribe button, and join the good ones, that'd be fun too. And as always, before we go, I have to give a big shout out to the good folks over on Patreon, namely Omner Garamond, Veridin, Tristan, No For Nothing, Urza, Caden Fate, Gabriel, Dominic, Sipco Games, and Opinionated Slime. Thank you all so much for watching today's video, and until our next meeting, stay rad and don't scary.